Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports, and we're back with your your 30 minutes. Sorry, not three. Your 30 minutes of all your betting information for Friday, April 4th here for Doc's Daily. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, make sure you hit that thumbs up, you hit that like, you hit that subscribe. We have tons of information going on here at YouTube, and you can get in on it. It's very simple. Just follow us every day. We got about 10 to 12 videos every day, different sports covering different cappers. So make sure you check us all out here. Don't forget, if you want that free $60 account, you can get in our top plays. If you're a new customer, just go to docsports.com/free60. I do have 2 6-unit plays tonight. Boys, what do we have for your guys' top plays for tonight? Nick,
no top plays here for tonight. Yesterday was a down day. We went 1-3 on all sports, but we hit our Winnipeg Jets there on the money line. Thank God, because I was getting ready to be done with them. But tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we got a big college basketball Final Four last play of the season. 7-unit college basketball play in the Duke. Yep, in the Duke and Houston Cougars game at 8:50 Eastern p.m. So make sure to lock in. We're going to finish in profit this season, and it's been a hell of a run. So we got one more. Let's go out with a bang here, Craig.
Oh, it won't be the last one because I'm sure you'll have one on Monday in the championship game.
No, I'm done after this.
No,
this is my last game.
Say it ain't so, Joe.
This is it. Baseball now.
Griffin, what do you think? What do we have for today? Any top plays?
Yeah, Craig, I got a 7-unit in the MLB. I haven't launched anything over a 4-unit all season long. I finally found my play, so I unloaded the tank. 7-unit play that goes off at 4:10 Eastern time. Part of the 2-play card. I also have a 4-unit play on deck as well. Goes off around the same time. So baseball, I've got a 2-pack. NBA, I've got a 2-pack. NHL, I've got a 2-pack. So 2-pack across all major sports tonight, Craig. As well as soccer, I'm on deck as well. I've got one play across soccer. That play goes off late, 11:05 p.m. tonight. So Eastern time. So tap in by all means, ladies and gentlemen.
That's MLS then?
Yeah.
Okay, so MLS play if you want to get on some late action in soccer. Don't forget, though, make sure if you use that docsports.com/free60, you'll get $60. You can use it. It's $30 per day per sport or $99 per week per sport. So pick out your favorite capper and use it and test us out. Of course, if you're an existing user, just go to the grid and get in on our top plays today. Now, don't forget about we haven't talked about much, and I keep forgetting, and that's my fault. Our premium plus and premium level stuff here at YouTube. It's $19.99. You'll get Indian Cowboy for level 1. If you add an extra $30, you'll get both, $49.99, and these are month prices, by the way. So if you get in, you're getting about 6 plays a day times 30, 180 plays for the premium plus for the month. So make sure you take advantage of it. Click the link in the description to get in. Yes, those freaking Edmonton others, like they're making Nick sweat over there. Okay, let's get right to it today. Big NBA card. When you look at it, boys, there's like basically a week and a half left of the NBA season. A lot to play for. I mean, the NBA in the Western Conference from 3rd through 7th or 6th, 6th or 7th, is like basically everybody's within 2 or 3 games. So make sure you be careful right now because you have teams that are like different, like what do they call it? Motivations here. There's teams that have nothing to play for. Thunder, Celtics, Cavs. And then there's teams like the Nuggets, the Warriors, the Timberwolves, and who am I missing?
Lakers.
Oh, the Grizzlies, Lakers, all of them are jumbled up in the West. So it's very important. Now, the East does have a little, potentially 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, or 4, 5, 6 as well. So make sure you're checking the standings. What's the motivation? Let's talk, though. Do we have a gem here? Griffin, let's start farthest away from me. Griffin's going to start today with an NBA free pick here.
Yeah, Craig, let's look at this Lakers-Pelicans game. The Lakers coming off back-to-back games. They're laying 14.5 points here against a Pelicans team who's been pesky all season long. Obviously, they're not going to be playing any of their starters. Zion's going to be out. McCollum's going to be out in this game. But this is a trap incentive play for me. The public heard. They know the Lakers just dropped one of the biggest games of their season last night. So coming into this matchup, even though they're laying that huge 14.5 number, the public's going to be banging them because they know the Lakers have to win out in this situation. On top of that, the Lakers are not a deep team when it comes to depth. They rely on LeBron and Luka to get it done. Well, they both played last night, and they went pretty deep. So you can definitely expect some exhaustion coming into this matchup. I think 14.5 is way too high of a number for this Lakers team to be laying in this matchup. Even though they are stout at home, I'm against them. I'm on the Pelicans in this matchup, so give me the 14.5 points here with the Pelicans with the Trapp incentive here, Craig.
Well, these are the games what I always call hold your nose type bets because they're, like the Pelicans, like they're not a good team. But NBA, they're all professionals. Remember this. We're not playing against college, high school kids here. These are all professionals. And even the guys that are playing behind Zion, guess what they're playing for? They're playing for contracts, maybe not with this team, with other teams the next year. They want to put a good, product on tape. And we saw it last week. The Heat, they beat the Celtics as a double-digit underdog. It almost happens every day from now to the end of the year where somebody that's double digits, 14 or even more sometimes, are going to lose outright every day. It just happens this time of year in the NBA. So you got to be really careful laying the really big numbers. I like this one. The Lakers last night, they really spent a lot of energy getting back in that game with Golden State. But Golden State's just playing out of their minds right now. I guarantee the Thunder are like, please, someone else beat Golden State before we have to face them. Because that is the one team that if they play like that I think could beat the Thunder as the playoffs are concerned. All right, Nick. And I got it right there, by the way.
Very good, Craig. Off to a hot start here.
The NBA, the Nets are probably on your no bet list after that.
They are definitely 37 points at halftime. That is absolutely atrocious.
Ridiculous.
But we won't go there. We won't go with the underdog here. We are going to lay some points, and it's between the Detroit Pistons minus 11 here, taking on the Toronto Raptors. The total is sitting at 227.5. Both of these teams are coming in this game on 2-game losing streaks here. The Toronto Raptors just played last night at home, and they lost to the Portland Trail Blazers there, while the Detroit Pistons, they're 3 games above 500 here on the road, 21-18 on the road. This Raptors team is going to be tired from playing the Portland Trail Blazers yesterday, and I think it comes down to Cunningham. He's got to show up here. They're on a 2-game losing streak. The Detroit Pistons are in the sixth seed, I believe, in the East here. So they got to keep winning games. And I think they blow out this tired Toronto Raptors team. So I would lay the points here with the Detroit Pistons minus 11 tonight over the Toronto Raptors, Craig.
Yeah, I think Cunningham set out last game. He's still day-to-day, but with this number, it suggests that they probably have some good info that he's going to go, because if he wasn't going to go, I got to think this would be more like 4. So seeing this number double digits, the Raptors have been good to us this year. I will say that. I have played them, I mean, probably more than I've played any team as an underdog this year. And they have been just like – but you look at their individual talent, like R.J. Barrett, pretty damn good kid, quickly, good. Now they got Brandon Ingram. It's like you go up and down the roster, they got players. And no one likes to go to Toronto because it's not warm usually. It's just like it's no fun for
grid. It's like playing in Ireland.
Yeah. So I do think Detroit wins this game. It's a little scary here just because I don't know if Cunningham's playing. So if you're going to play this game, make sure you wait, because, man, if Cunningham doesn't play and you have to lay 11, they are not covering that. Yeah. He's really playing well right now. His season, I don't know if he's the most improved player this year, but he's got to be close, because I thought maybe he was on that bust category until this, till this year. And this year, he is a stud. There's not anybody that I think Detroit out there past, Luka and obviously Giannis and who am I missing here? SGA that you'd probably trade this guy for right now. I mean, he's a budding superstar that can really do it all. Someone's asking about where does Indian Cowboy? Good question. I'm not exactly sure when he posts this video, but the Premium Plus plays are up, and I actually put it for Indian Cowboys level 1 as well, just as a bonus. So if you want to upgrade, you'll get that every day. So make sure you check that out. Okay, now I'm going to talk NBA. Hey, I'm going to the well. 10-0 against the spread. 10-0 straight up their last 10 games. You know who I'm talking about, boys. The Oklahoma City Thunder are an absolute – I've never seen a team, and I mean ever. I've been doing this going back betting now 27 years, 28 years, I guess, and professionally for 20. I've never seen a good team cover this much, because usually you get to that 10, 14, 15, 16 points. You don't cover those games. You win, but you don't cover. This team is not only winning, they are covering. Let's lay the wood here. 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. I don't care. I would lay extended lines with this Thunder team. The Thunder are a machine. And I will say, the Rockets are like what? They're the second best team, right, in the West.
Yeah, they're second.
I don't think they're the second best team, but
they're not.
Their record says they're second. I don't think they're the second best team, but I think they send a message to this Rockets team like, hey, just in case we play you in the playoffs, you ain't got what it takes to beat us. I think they win double digits here. Well, let's take the Thunder. I don't know how you I don't know how you stand in front of this team right now. I don't like if you're betting against the Thunder, you're broke. You're broke. I also would think maybe first half as well, like -4, 3.5, 4, 4.5. Wouldn't care. I would take the Thunder in the first half.
I'm in full agreement with you on this play, Craig. I mean, how do you jump in front of a team who's won 11 games in a row? And on top of that, this is a statement game. The public's going to look at this matchup, seeing that Houston's second in the West, and they've clinched their playoff spot, but they're still in that seeding ranking. And right now, this is a must-win game for them. The Thunder, on the other hand, everybody's going to look at like, well, they don't really give a damn. They don't give a damn. On top of that, you can look at the way that this team – last time these two teams played each other, I believe the Thunder beat them by 11 points. It was like a 138-127 final. So everybody on top of that is going to be looking revenge spot. I completely agree with you. I think this is a psychology flip, public trap incentive. You're giving Houston 5.5 points at home. Give me a damn break. The Thunder's won 11 in a row. Give me the Thunder. I'm with you, Craig.
Well, I would say the one other game that's like interesting as far as just like, maybe we see these teams in the playoffs is Denver Golden State. Golden State, I mean, that was an impressive win that really was never in doubt at LA last night. Now they get a rested Denver team that was waiting for them after Golden State got in late last night. It always, like, since Jimmy, they're like 20-2, right? Since Jimmy and when Jimmy and Steph played together. When they play together, though, I think they're 20-2 because there was 2 games where I think Steph missed because
Steph sat out. Yeah. Since acquiring Jimmy, they're 20-4.
Yeah. So those 2 games, you take those out, they're 20-2 together. But this is a tough spot where, Denver needs to win. Denver's up, what, a half a game or 1.5? I think they're 1.5 up.
I pull it up right now.
Denver is 47-30, and the Lakers are.
Golden State's down 2 games from Denver. Golden State's 5th.
Game and a half.
Yeah,
game and a half because they played 1 game less. But if you win this game, Golden State now owns the tiebreaker over Minnesota and Memphis. So it would probably take something crazy that the Warriors don't finish the 4th or 5th spot at this point. But the Warriors probably are thinking, dude, if we're house money, if we get the 3rd seed and then we don't have to face – and we have home court until we face Oklahoma City, to me, I think there's a big motivation here. I wouldn't bet against the Warriors right now. I actually have my top total, 16 total, is in this game. I think there's a good angle that I'm going to be playing in this one. So you can get that, of course. But if I was playing the side here, I don't know about you guys, but I just can't bet against Golden State right now.
I'm in full agreement with you right now, Craig. I know Nick's got a different opinion on that. I'm not jumping in front of a team who's playing like this, especially just as I mentioned, Jimmy Buckets. They're 20-4 with Jimmy. They're coming off back-to-backs. This is another game where you look at it as a trap incentive. Golden State was just on the road last night. Now they're back home, so they've been bouncing around. They're laying 1.5 points to Denver. There's a massive motivational factor in this game. How hot is Denver going to come out is going to be the real question, because we already know Golden State's going to have their foot on the gas. They want that 3 seed. They want to keep winning games. So they're going to come out with motivation. And as we just saw yesterday, the motivational factor that we continuously keep talking about towards the end of the season, some teams rely on it and play very well, and some teams they play terrible with it. Detroit is an example. I believe they lost a brutal game that it was a must-win situation. Golden State, they have their foot on the gas right now, and they are running through everybody. I'm on Golden State with this one, Craig.
The Lakers kind of worried me. Just the eye test yesterday worried me. Now, the Warriors played great, so it wasn't like they were losing to a bad team. But it's like, you start to think, how are the Lakers going to win? Because when you leave open not LeBron or Luka, they're just not making shots. And if they don't make threes, they're going to get a lot more doubles than that to LeBron and company. I don't know. They've really gone small too. They've played small a lot too, because they didn't go get a big guy. They tried, and then of course that trade got rescinded. So it's been a problem. But let's move to the Major League Baseball. I got to go get my Chipotle. It's at the door. So let's go to Nick first. Nick, you start Major League Baseball. I'll catch you guys up here in 1 second.
Yeah, let's do it with the Athletics. Minus 125 here on the money line, Colorado. The total sitting at 9.5 in this one. Each team is coming in this game on a 4-game losing streak here. The Athletics just got swept by my Cubbies in their last series, while the Colorado Rockies did not look good, especially offensively against the Phillies, losing all 3 of those games on the road. And this just shown in this last series against Philadelphia. Colorado just struggling to put runs across the board there. Their offensive production's down, while this Athletics team, they'll put up runs on you, and they'll put up runs early, especially at that top of the order. So I think the value here is on the Athletics in the first 5 innings. I think they get off to a good start, while this Colorado Rockies team continues to struggle here on the offensive side.
Yeah. So who did we take? I don't want to make sure I take the same team.
Athletics first 5 against the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, I don't know what the Rockies are doing. It's kind of the Athletics could be the same, but at least the Athletics are moving and hopefully
scoring runs.
Hopefully the Athletics are changing turning over a new leaf. I don't know what the Rockies are. To me, they need to go back to the early 2000s when it was what was his name, Big Cat, and all those guys that they just basically hey, we're going to outscore teams. Now it's what are you trying to do? You have the one advantage is hitting home runs. That's your ballpark. I would be trying to recruit guys that love to hit home runs and be dude, if you come here, you're going to set records that nobody's touching. Because instead trying to get no pitchers going there. No pitcher is going to Colorado. I don't care who you are. You're not being hey, let me sign up. I don't care what you pay me because I know my stats are going to suck when I'm in Colorado.
Hey, Justin, it's first 5 here. My game's on the whole game there. So it's not the same play.
All right, Griffin, let's talk Major League Baseball. Is there I kind of like a couple underdogs today. Do you like any underdogs?
I do like underdogs. I have a game that I did want to talk about. They're not a dog. They're minus 115 on the money line. I can jump on that unless you want me to find a dog.
No, that's to me. If you're in baseball, minus 120 and under, that's value.
Sure. Yeah, let's talk about this one. Before I do, though, I do want to let you guys know, Katie, Justin, I know you guys all, Rays, I know you guys all tune into the Dirty 630 show. We're having some technical difficulties right now. Our microphones are not wired up, so we'll get this show recorded immediately right after Docs Daily, as soon as we get all of our stuff fixed up. Just want to let you guys know it's going to be an hour or two, a little bit late today, but we are going to get the Dirty 630 show up, and all of the games that are going to be in the show will be for later games, so you guys still can catch on that action. But
just go old school phone, record with the phone.
I'm getting ready to. Literally, we're going to StreamYard this thing. But let's talk about this game. We've got the Guardians rolling into LA to play the Angels. Jose Soriano gets the start for the Angels in this matchup. And this guy is no joke. He's got 1 start this season, 7 innings of pitching, 5 strikeouts and just 2 walks. This guy goes deep. Last year, he was a very stealthy, very sneaky pitcher that I attacked a lot. And the Angels, they play their best baseball during night games. Gavin Williams is going to get the start for the Guardians. He's a southpaw, and this guy is on when he's on. But when he is not on, he is not. He's got a nasty breaking ball. He does not throw a hard fastball, low 90s. I mean, top 80s at tops. And, at his bare minimum, he pitches between 88 to 93 miles an hour, his fastball. But his breaking ball is absolutely sensational when it's on. But when it's not on, he gets absolutely clobbered. Soriano, that is a guy I am backing tonight. On a defensive side, as far as pitching, I believe he's going to come out absolutely stout, as he has game in, game out for 2 seasons in a row now. And this Los Angeles Angels team, they've made a lot of pickups. I know they're not scoring a ton of runs, but they are averaging 4 runs a game right now, which puts them 14th in the MLB right now when it comes to runs scored per game. But this Angels team, they made a lot of moves offensively, and they look really stealthy right now. They're 4-2 on the season. On top of that, Cleveland's dropped 3 consecutive games. Until Cleveland can start scoring runs, which they're not by any means, they're hitting 227 as a team. I'm fading this team. I'm all over the Angels in tonight's matchup. I think Soriano's going to shove, and I think this Angels team's going to light up Gavin Williams from the left side. So I'm on the Angels in this one, and I'm on the minus 115 money line play here, Craig.
I mean, a lot of people are focused on what the Angels lost or what they don't have. They don't have Trout at his peak, what he was 4 or 5 years ago. They don't have Ohtani. They're starting to but it's listen, some of the best teams, you lose top players and you still can perform because guess what? Now you're not paying one guy 40 million, 45 million. Now you're paying you can spread that around and have, strength in numbers.
You got 3 different guys out, 3 different prospects, all fighting for a spot that all can come out and absolutely excel.
Yeah, to me, I like young teams that are, especially early in the year, they're fighting. A lot of people don't know about them, so you're getting them at extra value. Speaking of extra value, though, my Reds have done something that no team has ever done.
I like them tonight.
1-0.
1-0. They've lost 3 games in a row.
That's
the first time ever in baseball that's happened 3 games in a row, which I can't believe with all the games. But it kind of makes sense because, to get a 1-0 game is it's rare, especially in the world we live in now. But, they just can't score runs. Like, they might score tonight. How do you take the over here? I'm taking the under again. Their problem last year is the same problem they have this year. They have guys that, they want to go out there and win the home run contest. Ellie De La Cruz is trying to, use the torpedo bat and hit a home run every time he goes out there. Instead of just hitting the damn ball on the ground and use your speed, dude, just drives me nuts being a Cincinnati Reds fan. Take the under here tonight. It was started at 8.5. I see some 8s popping up. I wouldn't talk me off of it. This is it's going to be cooler there, so the ball's not going to be traveling. These pitchers, I think, are going to keep dominating in this series. I'm going to take the under here. If the Reds win, they're going to have to do it without me. Let's just say that.
I got an underdog play for you, Craig.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah. So let's talk about this St. Louis Cardinals team rolling into Boston to play the Red Sox. Right now, St. Louis, they got Eric Fetty getting the start. Eric Fetty, he's a very good pitcher. I can't take anything from this guy. He was with the White Sox last year, and this was my first 5-inning guy. This was their most dominant force pitcher until Garrett Crochet really started stepping up and shoving from the left side. But Eric Fetty, he is stealthy. He's consistent. This guy will give you 5 solid innings, and he will give up maybe 1 to 2 runs. And this St. Louis Cardinals team, their offense, absolutely stout. You've got Nootbaar, you've got Contreras, you've got Arenado. This team, you can go down the line. They have power in that lineup. And on top of that, they have speed. Walker Buehler is going to get the start here for Boston, coming out of Los Angeles. And Buehler, this is a guy who was a very big name in the start of his career. First 2-3 years, I want to say this guy was unhittable. But last year, he kind of started breaking it. He started turning into kind of a broken record. And right now, this season, he's only got 4 innings of work, and he got absolutely clobbered in his most recent game. Boston, they do have a very potent offense, I will say, but I'm backing that up with Fetty on the hill. So in this matchup, St. Louis 4-2 on the year. They're coming off a win last night. They're playing very good baseball. I think they're going to come out and attack Walker from the left side. So I like them at the dog price, and I think the dog price right now is currently plus 105, if I'm not mistaken. I think Boston's minus 115 on the money line, so it's either a minus 105 or plus 100 line. But that's my dog play for you. Take the Cardinals here, and this game starts up in less than an hour, so you guys can jump on this play for sure. And go check out the first 5 innings with Fetty on the bump. I'd love that play as well. Sneaky play.
I think there's a chance Boston finished last in their division this year. I think there's a.
I'm going to have to disagree with you here.
I don't think I still like.
Devers isn't too happy.
I'll tell you why, Craig. Durant.
I just worry. Like, they've kind of taken the. I don't want to say cheap. Because
Murphy, ask Nick that one.
They haven't really been active in the big. For a little while it was Red Sox and Yankees basically bidding against each other. Now the Mets and the Dodgers have kind of been the teams with the sale of those teams. But I think I don't know. I think that is a great division. So if you finish last in the division, you might be about 500. I think the Rays are going to be better than people think. I keep waiting on the Blue Jays. That's the one team.
The Blue Jays have been consistent offensively. They've been putting runs up early in ball games, which they struggled last year all season with. The Blue Jays are some team to watch out for. I know they got Gausman on the mound on the road, so I'm very, very – I got my eyes on that game. We'll see what he does on the road here.
And that one, they're plus value in that game against McGill with the Mets. And the Mets, just so everybody knows, this is a team that you want to bet on during night games, not day games, night games. The differential split between this team going back to last year, if you want to use historical data, this team was hitting 230 as a team during day games, opposed to hitting 265 as a team during night games. They ended the season with like a 58-30-35 record during night games, opposed to playing nearly 500 baseball during day games. So you want to jump on the Mets always during night games. They're always a bet on team for me. But this is a weird game for me as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump on and take the stage on this one, but I wanted to talk about this game because We all know Kevin Gausman. Gausman is an absolute stud pitcher, and his breaking ball, when that freaking thing snaps, it snaps, and it is very hard to get a hold of. So this guy is a guy who will give you 5 to 6 innings, but he will give up that long ball. And that is the biggest mistake. He always finds that one inning where he'll walk a guy and then he'll give up the deep ball. And that is where his losses come into play. So this is an interesting line for me. The Mets minus 140 on the money line. That's the play. You play him on the run line. I think Miguel's a very good pitcher. He's very underrated. His name is not a big name, but he's been in the league for a long time, and he's a good pitcher. I want to say he's been in the league for 4 years. I think the Mets get the best of Gausman today, even though this only because of the number. I'm looking at the number right now. I'm looking at the time of the play of this game that it pitches off, and I look at this game and take the Mets on the run line in this one, as I believe they're going to get to Gausman in tonight's matchup. I think he's going to make another critical mistake and walk somebody, hit somebody, give up a base knock, and then the long ball. So go ahead, take the script again, Craig. My bad. Didn't mean to take that one.
No, like Nick, I got to get your opinion. If you had you got 2 teams you got to bet on, and who's going to win more games this year, Yankees or Mets? Mets obviously stole Soto, and so a lot of people are like, I'm a sell guy on the Mets. I hate when teams go out and try to just win.
This is a no-brainer for me, Nick. What are you stalling on?
Like, what do you think?
The Yankees for sure. Yankees. I'm all over the Yankees. But San Diego, the Padres are a team that I'm looking at right now, and it's very interesting line, especially today against my Cubbies. Cubs are a heavy favorite here. Now I know it's a little cold. It's not as warm as it is in San Diego, but San Diego looks to be a team to be reckoned with here because they're going to play the Dodgers in the playoffs, and they are trying to beat the Dodgers this year. I'm telling you that. And I think they have the lineup here and the rotation to compete here. Maybe take it to game 6, game 7 in the Dodgers in the playoffs. So for a team that I'm consistently looking to bet on this year, it is going to be the San Diego Padres this year, Craig.
The Padres got to win with pitching because they're not going to go get enough bats and be able to pay enough to beat the Dodgers if it's high-scoring games. So they got to win with pitching. I think they should improve their bullpen because, to me, it's great to have great starters. But when you get to the postseason, all you need your starters to go is 4 or 5 innings. If you have a solid bullpen, you can just go 1-1-1 like rest of the game and situational, like lefty, righty, and a little bit more. So I think they need to, like, hey, we're going to go. You still have to spend up. Like, good relief pitchers aren't cheap, but they're not, you're not spending $45-50 million like you do on Juan Soto or
full agreement,
Freeman, all these guys that the Dodgers have. I mean, Mookie Betts. The Dodgers lineup is ridiculous. They're 8-0, first champ ever to go 8-0. Do they get 9-0 today, boys?
Who do they got? Hold on, I'm pulling up this number right now, and I think they're dogs tonight too. I saw some.
No, they're not. They're not
the dogs against the Phillies, and they got Yamamoto on the bump. The biggest thing is going to be with Luzardo. Luzardo, he came from Miami. He's getting his second start in a Philadelphia uniform. They're 5-1 on the year. Luzardo is another guy who I love to take as a left-handed pitcher. So you go into the splits and you check how teams attack left-handed pitching. Well, here's the thing. The Dodgers right now, the Dodgers are hitting left-handed pitching, right-handed pitching. They're hitting everybody, and they are dominating across all cylinders. So this is a game for me that you jump on the Dodgers plus value. You got Yamamoto on the bump. He's got 14 strikeouts already this season. Nick's on the other side. The hell with you, Nick. I don't give a damn.
Listen, everybody in their right mind. Everybody in their right mind.
Let me ask you this real quick, damn it. From a financial trading perspective, that you trade the markets.
You never go against the trend.
Okay, so the trend is your friend. When you're on an 8-0 run, you're on a bull run, and you're going straight up. Yep. Are we hitting resistance right now?
You keep going with it, but not today.
Or are we going to keep going up? You tell me, damn it.
You keep going with the trend. The trend is always your friend. But listen here, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in their right mind is going to have these Dodgers here in a parlay minus 130 over the Phillies. Listen, the Philadelphia Phillies, it's a hard place to go in and win a ball game, especially in these colder temperatures. Those pretty boys in LA, they got blessed with warm weather. They're going to Philadelphia here. I like these Phillies. They are on a 3-game winning streak. They haven't lost at home. I like the Phillies here in the first 5 plus value money over the Dodgers. Yamamoto, get out of here. Cold weather. I love the Phillies. First 5.
Put it up. Put the bet on right now.
Hey, by the way, 66 degrees. 66 degrees at start of this game. So expect this game to get down into the 50s. We'll see.
It's going to be cold.
Like, it's going to be cold. Now, the Phillies aren't no slouch. They're like 5-1, 6-1 on the year. So it's not like this is, like they're playing a team that's under 500 or something, the Dodgers. But I I don't know. The Dodgers, I kind of thought would have a lull, to be very honest, starting off this year. It has not happened. I mean, this team is finding ways to win. They either pitch great and the bats are quiet, or when they're not pitching great, they will get a key hit. I mean, the walk-off home run last time out, like that those emotions do carry over. They did have a day off yesterday, right? It was a day off for them yesterday.
Yeah, they had a day off.
Which they probably are like, dude, we don't want days off. Like, because when you're hot like that, you just want to keep on playing. So maybe that cools them off. $100 bet. I saw it. Between you two, I got it.
First five, baby. No, not full game. First five.
First five. Sucker bet.
I even like it better. Yeah. Let's go. 100%. I'll do it. Yeah.
Let's talk.
Zardo's very capable of giving up runs early. Absolutely. Let's go.
Yamamoto's done today.
Let's talk NHL before we get out of here. We're running just a little late, but let's talk NHL. Nick, your specialty. This is the NHL. No one talks about it. We're in the home stretch here too. Like, these teams are all fighting for that playoff spots, and not just playoff to get into playoffs, but where you're going to fall. Is there a team you like today here in the NHL for us?
Yeah, we hit a dog yesterday in the Jets, so let's do it again tonight here. We got the Minnesota Wild and the Islanders. Islanders are a slight favorite, -125. The total is sitting at 5.5. Both of these teams enter the game on losing streak. The Wild, they're on a 3-game losing streak, but these Islanders, they're on a 6-game losing streak here. The Wild play their best hockey, though, on the road. Let's not forget that they are 22-11 on this season. The Islanders, they're just 2 games above 500 here. I like this Minnesota Wild team to get it done tonight against the Islanders. I would take the Minnesota Wild money line over the Islanders tonight, Craig.
Craig, are you giving out a free play? Because I got parlay action with Nick.
Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Take the Hurricanes on the money line with Nick's play. Hurricanes, there's no reason. They're -190, so there's no value in the actual play. They're going to win this game outright. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. They've won 3 consecutive matchups. They've just been a dominant force in the Metropolitan. They have been outstanding all season long. Probably one of the best teams in the NHL, arguably, right now, playing like it. And we're entering postseason, so they're in the end of the season spurt. On the puck line, I don't like it. Detroit is always pesky, and we have a total sitting at 5.5. So the market's already giving you that incentive that it is going to be a low-scoring game. So with that being said, I'm on the money line with the Hurricanes, and then let's sprinkle some parlay action with Nick so we can make him his money back after he loses that first 5 bet on the Dodgers.
Come on.
In this Detroit game, I kind of like the regulation bet, and for people that don't know, it's something that is becoming more popular this year. It's kind of like no bat 9th inning if you like the home favorites, where you get a little value where you win as long as they win in regulation. If it goes to overtime, you lose because you can actually bet the tie if you want. It's kind of like soccer bets the 3 ways. So I like them in regulation. I think that gets you value. It's more like -125 to -135, depending on where you're shopping it in, what line or what book. But I want to get your opinion before we get out of here. Am I crazy, or the Blackhawks +1.5? Washington has a lot of distractions. Ovi's coming up to, he's what? He got 3 more? I think 3 more to
Gretzky. Yep, he's chasing. Yep.
So they've been losing. He's been scoring, but it has not helped them win some games. I just think it's a little crazy of this number. And you look, basically, Chicago's on the road. I think they're, if you play the +1.5, they're basically 500 on the year. So it's like you take a way to bet this game without betting these huge numbers. Any value there, Nick?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'd be all over the Chicago Blackhawks. Spencer Knight is back in net here, and he's been okay, to start his tenure with the Chicago Blackhawks. I saw it earlier at +2.5, actually, at like a -130 line. I was all over that, actually. I put it in a bet earlier this morning. Now it dropped down to +1.5, but I would take the +1.5 with Spencer Knight in net. They're competitive on the road, and the Capitals just have not been producing those goals like they have in the first half of the season. Ovechkin, he's taken all the shots because he wants to beat that record there from Gretzky. He's got 3 left. We saw it in his last game. He was taking, I think, 50 shots and finally won.
What's up before?
There's
like 9
8 games. Yeah. 8 games left, but I like the +1.5 on the Chicago Blackhawks. I might be a little biased there, but that's the play I would go there, Craig.
Well, I always say, like, they want to get this over this year. This, everybody's following this goal streak. So it's just a lot of pressure on the rest of the team because you just got to keep feeding him. It would be like trying to feed LeBron James, getting him extra points. It's like, dude, that's not what, like, you don't have to do that. He's that good. You don't have to do it, but they're doing it anyway. I think Chicago has a shot at an outright upset. So if you're taking the +1.5, +2.5, I think there's value there. All right, so there we have it. There's your NBA. We got NHL. We covered Major League Baseball. Don't forget, we've got a big day tomorrow. It's the Final Four. Go to DocSports.com/free60. Get your $60 account. Get in on it. I'm going to have a 7 and a 3 unit. Griffin, you said you're going to have what? A 7?
I got a 7 unit today at 410 on the MLB Diamond. I've got.
But I mean, tomorrow you're going to have in the Final Four. You're going to have a 7.
I'm going to have a totals play. It is not going to be a high volume play. 4 units.
But Nick, you do have a 7 unit play tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a 7 unit on the Duke and Houston Cougars game. So get ready for this madness here.
Hey, and I'm on the other game. My 7 unit play is on the other game, so you could get 7. You could get a 7 unit play on both. Go over there. You can use that free 60. Of course, if you're an existing user, just go to the grid, get in on the college hoops for tomorrow. But don't forget, we're going to have tons of NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball. Got tons of stuff going on. The Kentucky Derby is like a month away, less than a month away. So we got horse racing that we're going to be talking as we get closer. But guys, thanks for joining me. Great week. Nick's is fully recovered now. I can tell he's fully recovered from the Vegas week.
We're good to go. I'm sobered up.
Lost him out there, Craig.
It took him 4 days. But today he finally, cashed the ticket. And he's like, all right, I'm all good.
I'm back.
So we'll be back on Monday. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Good luck. I hope all your bets are winning ones. We'll see you tomorrow, Monday.